Imagine a crumbling English garden where jesters recite poetry, knights battle inflation, and middle class dreams dissolve into pastoral hallucinations. That's where Genesis takes you on Selling England by the Pound, their 1973 magnum opus, and arguably the crown jewel of British progressive rock. While punk was still lurking in the womb and glam was strutting in platform heels, Genesis chose a different path to conjure a theatrical fantasia steeped in British identity, whimsical storytelling, and musical sophistication bordering on the absurd. This album is prog with a passport, a very English passport. It's no accident that the opening track, Dancing with the Moonlit Night, opens with Peter Gabriel singing a cappella. Can you tell me where my country lies? Over a faint pastoral breeze, it's a call to arms and a lament, dressed in tweed and wrapped in riddles. What follows is a mosaic of meteor shifts, flute solos, mellotron fog, and razor-sharp guitar lines courtesy of Steve Hackett. Each song is its own little diorama. Firth of Fifth is arguably the most elegant piece of the band's career. Tony Banks' classical piano intro feels like it should echo through marble halls. Hackett's soaring guitar solo in the middle, that's not just a solo, that's an aria for electric guitar. You could pin it on a museum wall and people would weep. And then there's the Battle of Epping Forest, where Genesis leans fully into British absurdism. Gangland turf wars, narrated like a Monty Python sketch. It's overstuffed, overlong, and yet undeniably fun, and the prog equivalent of a Shakespearean farce with synths and swords. After the ordeal gives Hackett room to dream. The cinema show, which famously nods to The Wasteland, begins with gentle acoustic balladry and ends with a majestic instrumental passage that builds with almost mathematical precision. Banks, Rutherford, and Collins locked in an unspoken transcendent groove. The final track, Isles of Plenty, brings the album full circle. Supermarket names turn into algae. Capitalism, nostalgia, satire swirled together in a single mournful sigh. Peter Gabriel is at the height of his theatrical powers here, shape-shifting between characters, throwing on metaphors like a magician's cloak. Phil Collins, still the secret weapon on drums and beginning to reveal his vocal chops, propels the band forward with a jazz-tinged precision that few rock drummers could match. The album is both baroque and biting, stuffed with classical allusions and pop culture references, turning British decline into grandiose symphonic theater. But unlike many of their prog peers, Genesis never forgets to wink. There's charm under the complexity and impish smirk beneath the 12-string guitars and shifting time signature. So Selling England by the Pound is not just a prog rock album, it's a time capsule of a country unsure of itself, wrapped in myth, satire, and stunning musicianship. It's the sound of 5 young men trying to preserve the English soul with a moog and a flute, and for a moment in 1973 they damn near succeeded. So, if you haven't listened to this album, check it out. Let me know what you think.